Hi everyone, it's AngelBlade13. Welcome back to my Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix walkthrough. Last time we did the second visit to Land of Dragons. Next on the list is the return trip to Beast's Castle, so we're gonna check out what's going on with the Beast and Belle.
I hope tonight goes well.
So do I. But I wonder why he's so nervous.
The master does have his shy side, you know.
So the two of them have a pretty important night planned, it looks like. Seems like this is going to be a bit more related to what happens in the movie. Anyway, let's just stop at the Moogle, as usual. Got a power boost, so we're going to use that on Sora immediately. And just to do a quick ability and items check. Gullwing and Sweet Memories are new, but they have some more specialized uses much later. So I'm gonna adjust a few things. Put Circle of Life on Master Form, and I'm gonna put Hero's Crest back on as my main, because it's probably my best option for the time being. Goofy got another limit, Tornado Fusion, from beating the Storm Rider, so we're gonna test that out a bit. And Sora looks like he's good for now, so does Donald. So let's just save, and now we'll go talk with Beast. And one last quick thing, Donald and Goofy both got some new weapons, so we're gonna equip the two of them with those. Looks like a good increase on their stats. And now we're gonna go talk with Beast.
Tonight is very important.
Oh, maybe we came at a bad time.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Donald!
Now then, monsieur, mademoiselle, please enjoy the evening. And of course, our honored guests are welcome too.
Welcome indeed.
The organization!
You don't know when to quit.
Oh yeah? We'll show ya.
Get out!
Not tonight.
I've come to take something you hold very dear. Yes, let your anger grow.
Beast, we have to get rid of these guys first.
So apparently Beast can change his clothes immediately. That's cool. We're gonna stick with him and Goofy. So we have some new enemies here. These are the Dragoons. As you saw there, they have this unique, like, dashing teleport strike. They have a lot of combo attacks with their lances as well. And the sort of orb there, you can see, you can use that for this cool jump reaction command that does a good deal of damage on them. Alright, so we're back to our original 3, and we gotta go check on Beast. So, in the previous fight, I used Goofy's new limit, Tornado Fusion. It's a very useful technique against crowds, particularly if you start off with a magnet, and draw them in, and then immediately activate it. It can do a ton of damage to them. The finisher of it can usually be pretty helpful against bosses. Certain ones. Probably more of like the human-sized enemies, I would say. So, give that a try. Sometimes it's a pretty helpful limit.
Gather!
And while I said it in the previous room, this was probably the first time I really mentioned it or thought about it. How Beast did immediately change his clothes. But, I mean, makes sense, I guess, from a video game thing, but it would have been nice to see Beast fight in his suit and everything. That would have been cool. I think they should have included that. Anyway, I'm sort of just doing my usual thing, just getting a bit of grinding in, clearing every room on the way to our actual objective. Just keep myself leveled up, honestly. At this point in the game, at least if you're playing on critical, is where you may start feeling pretty under-leveled with some things, so I suggest doing it. Anyway, we did get another bulky vendor, so remember, you do have to break some of the stuff in the room before the bulky vendor will actually appear for you. Then it's just gonna hop around a bit. His health is gonna gradually go down. The lower its health is when you use the reaction command, the better the prize you'll get will end up being. So try not to do it too quickly like I just did. So, while these return trips definitely feel kind of redundant, it's somewhat nice to have to go back through them in comparison to Kingdom Hearts 1, where you definitely could go back, but you'd only do it really if you, if you were getting a different item that you couldn't reach the first time. Whereas here, you have to go back for the same stuff, but you still just, in addition to your level being higher, so you can just brute force your way through stuff if you want, you also have much better magic, you have new drive forms, you have new summons, which we haven't necessarily used too much of. We've shown them off a little bit. It is nice to just have a much bigger arsenal of techniques to use. Anyway, let's see if we can cheer up Beast.
What's wrong? Please, calm down.
Calm down? You just had to have a party, didn't you? Don't you see what's happened?
Hey, what's with you?
The rose. My rose.
What? That? He took it?
But surely you can find another rose.
Silence! You don't know anything!
That's not fair, Beast. Don't take it out on Belle. It's not like she stole it.
I'm sorry,
You don't have to apologize.
but
Belle, Sora, I want you to leave the castle. Look at me. Look. This is what I am. When you first got here, I tried to change. But I was only fooling myself. I can't be any different. I'll always be a beast, so I should live like a beast, with no one, alone. Goodbye, Belle.
you can't mean that.
Oh, I think his mind's all made up.
Yeah. Look, Belle, leave this to us. If we can get the Beast's rose back, he'll calm down.
So, like I said earlier, this visit here is a bit more closely related to stuff from the actual movie than the first visit. You notice there's another absent silhouette. We could do that now, but we're gonna save it.
Hey, Beast!
Leave me alone.
Come on, you need to hear this. You used to be fearless. You would have given your life to save Belle. Don't you know what that meant to us? You gave us all courage. Maybe you should have kept some for yourself. I mean, are you really gonna throw your happiness away? The rose is your only hope, isn't it? Well, it's the only hope for Cogsworth and the others, too. So don't throw away your last chance. Remember what it was like before Belle lived here? See? You can't give up. Not now.
I know one thing.
What?
This castle belongs to me. Xaldin will never be welcome here.
So Beast has got it together. He's ready to fight. Great. I'm gonna switch to the Rumbling Rose Keyblade we just got. It has the highest strength stat, and we get the Finishing Plus ability. If you're on critical mode, then that means we're gonna be able to do 3 finishers in either our ground or aerial combos, which is gonna be very nice. And, you know, as I said, Rumbling Rose has the highest strength stat of any Keyblade that we have right now, so you're gonna have a lot of fun using it.
Defense! Gather! Take this!
So, the first time that I played through critical mode, this room was like one of the worst things for me, honestly. Just the amount of Crimson Jazzes that you just deal with from one end to the other is just very annoying, and that's gonna be the times I'm gonna be waiting a little bit to make sure my MP fully recovers before I move on. You know, obviously you can deal with them with just your regular combo, but Magnet and Reflect really make them a lot easier to deal with. Well, I definitely think the bomb attacks they have are really cool. They're very annoying to deal with in this game, and I do kind of wish that we got like some sort of magic like that. Let us use like a sort of bomb-esque attack on enemies, or just like plant it somewhere and have it chase them around a bit. That would be really nice too, but you gotta work with what we have. Magnet and Reflect are very powerful, so I am getting good use out of those, but that would have been a nice addition too, especially since we have an enemy that actually does it, like the other ones. We had like in the previous Kingdom Hearts, we had enemies that did fire, blizzard, and electric attacks, and one that even did cure. So it'd be nice if our magic matched up with some of the enemies that we had. Well, with more of the enemies that we had.
It's over! Back off! Yeah! Gather! Please!
Get out!
And just here's a random question. So it might be a bit early to ask this, but what's your favorite Keyblade design out of the ones that we've seen in this game so far, and through Kingdom Hearts 1? Just visually, what's your favorite Keyblade design? I'd like to know from people. Since I feel like Ultima Weapon in 1 is a bit of an unfair answer, I'd probably go with Oblivion from 1, or the Lionheart Keyblade. Those are pretty cool ones for me. This one I'd probably say Rumbling Rose so far visually is probably one of my favorites. Anyway, MP's recovered, so I'll move on.
So, Beast, you came after all. You had me worried. I was afraid you'd given up for good.
What do you guys really want?
Kingdom Hearts. When Kingdom Hearts is ours, we can exist fully and completely. So you see, Beast, that's why we need your Heartless and your Nobody.
Alright, so we got some more Dragoons to deal with. Make good use of your spells and combine that with your standard attacks. It's generally a good tip for the entire game, to be honest, but obviously there's, as I said earlier, there's just gradually more stuff that we're able to do, and we can just make cooler combos as we go through it. Goofy's limit almost finishing this off, and there we go. Alright, so once we go out into the main courtyard, we go into our final boss fight for this world. Do whatever you feel like you need to do, just making sure there were no enemies in the room. I am gonna go ahead and save, so have your stuff set the way you want. I have my weapon set correctly, I have the items that I want, and make sure you customize yourself however you feel like you need to. Fight that's been building up for a while. Yeah, let's go.
Huh?
Is that? Look! It's the rose!
Bell!
Hurry!
Out of my castle now!
With pleasure. But I'd rather travel light. What shall I leave behind? Bell or the rose?
Bell!
Good one, Belle!
Where's the fun in this?
So we're finally at the fight with Xaldin, something that's been building up for a while. He'll start off either lunging his spears at you or doing a sweep attack. Either you can sort of dodge them and use the learn reaction command to get the jump attack, which will help do a bunch of damage. You can also mash the triangle button to get multiple jumps and store them, so you won't just do one attack and then you can just do a bunch of them, as you've seen me do. Next, he has this attack where he attacks from above. He'll do multiple lunges with the spears before one final version where he swarms his lances around you, and I usually just reflect before going into mashing out all the jumps that I have. So, overall, a lot of Xaldin's attacks can do some pretty heavy damage, but they're pretty slow and predictable, honestly. So, make good use of Reflect, use the Learn Reaction command, and get a bunch of jumps, and you'll make pretty quick work of him. There. I ended up skipping his DM, which I didn't really mean to do. So, for the advanced version of the fight, I started off in Master Form. This is an adaptation of the speedrun strategy. I'm going to start off, I just want to avoid his initial attacks and just get 9 jumps. Kind of doing a bad job mashing them out here, but just bear with me. Okay, so now I got 9. I'm gonna use up all of them, which is absolutely just shredding his health bar. Then I'm gonna revert, go into a solo trinity. As soon as this is done, I'm gonna use an ether and sort of dash away. This is Xaldin's DM, where he does this big combo with his lances. You can guard most of it if you're on the ground, but in the air it's trouble. Then he forms this wind dragon, and he's gonna do a sweeping tornado. You can quick run through it if you time it, but it's easier to just reflect it. Now he's gonna do a barrier and dash at me. I'm gonna reflect into another solo trinity. Brief attack in between before finishing off. And then one combo finishes him off. And that's Xaldin.
Take this.
Here, it's yours again.
Belle?
I know. You want me to leave the castle.
What matters is, you weren't hurt by Xaldin. You're safe. And, I'm very grateful to you for bringing the rose back to me. Thank you.
It's the least I could do. You've been good to me, and you didn't have to be.
Listen, Belle.
Yes?
Say it.
Go on!
Come on.
You can do it.
We have confidence!
Don't be bashful now.
Belle, I'd like you to stay with me, please.
I will.
Maestro, music!
Hey, did you see the look on Belle's face when she grabbed that rose?
Huh?
Yup, she sure was having fun, all right.
She's rather unique, isn't she?
Always ready for a little adventure.
The two of them do seem made for each other.
Yeah, they sure do.
Part of me feels you shouldn't have gotten Rumbling Rose till you finished the world, but Circle of Life you got early too, so I guess it's fine.
Hey, everybody, I'm picking up a strange reading. Are you sure? Let me see. Look, it's all cloudy and kind of fuzzy. Probably just a glitch. I don't know.
Anyway, let's do our journal check. We actually got all the treasure chests the first time we were at Beast Castle, so we'll look at our puzzle pieces again. That's good. And then let's just do the character file for Xaldin, the boss we just beat. Very intimidating looking guy. So, we're technically done with But there we go. See again that we got all the treasures, so we're all good. That's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, share with a friend, leave a comment, all the good stuff. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!